On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Diplomat.
A person appointed by a government to conduct diplomacy, equals the management of relationships between countries, with one or more other countries or international organizations.
Examples:
Allied diplomat. Expel a diplomat. The senior diplomat worked tirelessly to negotiate a peace treaty between the two countries.
Reception.
The act of receiving or the state of being received, especially warmly or kindly, a formal party of people.
Examples:
A cold reception. Reception desk. The wedding reception was held in the grand ballroom of the hotel.
Block.
A group of countries or political parties that have similar interests or goals and often act together.
Examples:
Bloc countries. A bloc of developing nations. The country decided to join the economic bloc to benefit from the trade agreements.
Ambassador.
A diplomatic representative of a country who is sent to another country or international organization.
Examples:
Ambassador for football. Send an ambassador abroad. The ambassador of peace met with government officials to discuss bilateral relations.
Interpreter.
A person who translates spoken or written language from one language to another.
Examples:
Interpreter for the hard of hearing. Sign language interpreter. She worked as an interpreter at the United Nations.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
Render an assessment. Render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Shockwave.
A wave or series of waves produced by a sudden disturbance, such as an explosion or a supersonic flow, capable of producing significant changes in pressure, temperature, and density of the medium through which it travels.
Examples:
The propagation of shock waves. Shockwave effect. The shockwave from the explosion shattered windows for several blocks.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
Traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Remark.
A comment or observation, or something said or written about a particular subject or situation. Verb, to give a spoken statement on a particular subject or situation.
Examples:
A flattering remark. Remark dripping with bitterness. His candid remark at the meeting sparked a lively discussion among the attendees.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Communist.
Relating to or supporting the political ideology of communism, equals a form of socialism that abolishes private ownership.
Examples:
Communist Party. Communist activist. During the Cold War, many countries feared the spread of communist ideology.
Outlast.
To endure or last longer than something else, to overcome challenges or obstacles and remain in existence.
Examples:
Outlast competitors. Outlast the storm. Some species of turtles can outlast human beings by centuries.
Capitalism.
An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
The intent of a question. Intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Clarify.
To make something, such as a statement or situation, less confusing and more understandable.
Examples:
Clarify a goal. Clarify his feelings. The police tried to clarify the facts concerning her death.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Armageddon.
A biblical term referring to a final battle or struggle, often associated with cataclysmic events or the end of the world, a great, decisive conflict or confrontation.
Examples:
Economic Armageddon. Armageddon scenario. The military strategists were preparing for the possibility of a nuclear Armageddon.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else. A place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty. To defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier, information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Interpretation.
An explanation or opinion of something, especially that is not immediately obvious.
Examples:
The interpretation of history. Open to interpretation. His interpretations of literary works are often unique.
Consecutive.
Following in a sequence or order without interruption or break, occurring one after another.
Examples:
Consecutive holidays. Suffer consecutive defeats. The athlete won 3 consecutive championships in her sport.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Advent.
The arrival or beginning of something, the coming of Jesus Christ at his birth.
Examples:
Advent calendar. Celebrate the advent of spring. The advent of the internet has dramatically changed the way we communicate.
Simultaneous.
Happening or being done at the same time.
Examples:
The simultaneous release of the album. Simultaneous equations. The simultaneous translation made it possible for everyone to understand the speaker.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Instantaneous.
Occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
Instantaneous reaction. Instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Microphone.
A device that converts sound into an electrical signal used for recording sounds or making the voice louder.
Examples:
Microphone cable. Built-in microphone. The interviewer asked him to speak into the microphone.
Seamless.
Without spaces or breaks between one part and the next.
Examples:
Enable seamless access. Seamless device connectivity. The service was seamless, and the food was quite delicious.
Incessant.
Continuing without interruption, constant, unceasing, or unremitting.
Examples:
Incessant chatter. Incessant rain. The incessant barking of the dog next door kept me up all night.
Fluent.
Able to communicate in a specific language smoothly or effectively, or easily.
Examples:
Fluent Chinese. In a fluent tone. She learned 5 languages, but is only fluent in 2 of them.
Bilingual.
A person who speaks 2 languages fluently. Adjective, involving or relating to 2 languages or language groups.
Examples:
Bilingual community. Bilingual education. The company is looking for a bilingual customer service representative.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the 2 countries met to confer on the issue.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Paraphrase.
To restate or reword a passage in one's own words, often to clarify or simplify the original meaning.
Examples:
Paraphrase a poem into prose. Paraphrase the meaning. He paraphrased the article in his own words to avoid being accused of plagiarism.
Stylistic.
Relating to or concerned with style, especially literary or artistic style.
Examples:
A rhetorically stylistic manner. Stylistic features. His cultural background influenced the stylistic choices of the artist.
Adjustment.
A small change or movement made to something to improve it and achieve the desired result.
Examples:
Adjustment by hand. A fine adjustment. He assumed the role of the arbitral adjustment of the controversy.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Neural.
Of or relating to a nerve or the nervous system that includes the brain.
Examples:
Neural stem cells. Neural networks in AI. There was a disturbance of neural function.
Pathway.
A track that constitutes or serves as a path, an approach, or a way of doing something.
Examples:
Pathway to understanding. Cellular signaling pathways. When the first molecule in the pathway receives a signal, it activates other molecules.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Reform.
The act of improving or correcting something wrong or bad. Verb, to make a change in something to correct a flaw or improve it.
Examples:
Economic reform. Reform movement. The government is proposing a reform to the healthcare system to make it more accessible and affordable for all citizens.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Array.
A large group or collection of things or people, especially one that is impressive or attractive.
Examples:
A two-dimensional array. An array of troops. The customer on the internet has to choose one from a formidable array of products.
Terminology.
The special words or phrases that are used within a particular field or subject, the language or jargon of a particular group or profession.
Examples:
Industry terminology, medical terminology. The instructor will provide a glossary of commonly used terminology at the beginning of the course.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Multitude.
A large number of things or people.
Examples:
Great multitude. From a multitude of sources. This company is faced with a multitude of problems.
Accent.
A distinctive way of pronouncing the words of a language that shows which area, country, or social group a person comes from, particular importance or significance.
Examples:
A foreign accent. Put the accent on comfort. She has a thick Southern accent.
Resort.
A place where many people go for rest, sport, or another stated purpose. Verb: turn to or take a course of action, especially an extreme or undesirable one, to resolve a difficult circumstance.
Examples:
Resort to desperate measures. A last resort. If both countries resort to nuclear deterrence, the consequence could be mutual destruction.
Acronym.
A word formed from the first letter of each word in a phrase, such as NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome.
Examples:
Acronym definition. Use an acronym. Radar is an acronym for radio detection and ranging.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
A generic product. Generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper. Specific. Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior. Refer. To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support. Examples: Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance. Slide. To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption. Examples: Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Aplomb.
Self-confidence or assurance, especially in difficult or challenging situations. Poise or composure in handling a situation with calmness and confidence.
Examples:
Exhibit great aplomb. Speak with aplomb. Despite the chaos, she handled the situation with aplomb and grace.
Chaos.
A state of complete confusion or disorder, often characterized by a lack of predictability or control.
Examples:
Chaos theory. Midst of chaos. The conference room was in chaos as everyone tried to speak at once.
Articulate.
To express oneself clearly and effectively in spoken or written language.
Examples:
Articulate his position. Eloquently articulate. She was able to articulate her argument in the debate clearly.
Curveball.
A pitch in baseball that breaks unexpectedly, a surprising or unexpected twist or turn in a situation.
Examples:
Life's little curveball. Curveball situation. The pitcher threw a sharp curveball that the batter was not expecting.
Intimidate.
To make someone fearful or uneasy so that they will do something that you want them to do.
Examples:
Intimidate an opponent. Effectively intimidate a thief. The boss tried to intimidate his subordinate with threats.
Assembly.
A group of people who have been elected, especially one that meets regularly and makes decisions or laws for a specific region or country.
Examples:
Assembly line. Assembly hall. This company's assembly plant is an enormous facility.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Assignment.
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Glossary.
A list of specialized words or terms with their definitions, typically found at the back of a book or document.
Examples:
comprehensive glossary. Online glossary. We included a glossary of industry terms in our report.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Voracious.
Having a very strong appetite or desire for something, especially for food or activity, extremely eager or enthusiastic for something.
Examples:
voracious thirst. Voracious reader. The voracious appetite of the teenager was legendary.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
a serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Pertinent.
Relevant or applicable to a particular matter, having a direct bearing on the matter at hand.
Examples:
pertinent question. Pertinent topic. The judge only allowed pertinent evidence to be submitted during the trial.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Collaboration.
The act or situation of working together to create or produce something.
Examples:
collaboration between companies. Collaboration platform. The partnership program requires a mutual collaboration between both agencies.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
an abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Nuanced.
Characterized by subtle differences in appearance, meaning, sound, etc.
Examples:
nuanced view. The common but nuanced opinion. The sommelier can distinguish nuanced variants in the flavor of the wine.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Catastrophic.
Extremely harmful, causing physical or financial destruction.
Examples:
victim of catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic climate change. The extinction rate of aquatic animals was catastrophic.
Diligent.
Showing or characterized by care and effort in your work or duties.
Examples:
a diligent person. A diligent search of the files. The diligent detective investigated all clues.